We have an update of what is going on in the Shanquella Robinson investigation. It appears that the FBI has gotten involved in pursuit of justice for this young lady. So we're going to take a look at this report that is brought to us by WSOC TV. And it says that police report autopsy present different versions of Shanquella Robinson's death in Mexico. So it is saying that the autopsy and the police report list different reasons for her cause of death. Now, on the police report, it says due to cardiac arrest, which would be a heart attack, but the autopsy says that it was due to a neck injury. So usually the autopsy is more accurate than the police report because the police cannot make a determination right there on the scene what was the cause of her death. So this report says that as the FBI continues to investigate the death of Shanquella Robinson while in Mexico, federal agents will have to sort through different narratives to discover what actually happened. But a criminal defense attorney in Mexico says the autopsy should be trusted more than the police report. So I think that that is usually the case, that they usually go by the autopsy because it's usually a more thorough examination of the body. Now it goes on to say that a journalist with the Cabo publication Metro Poli MX provided Channel 9 with the text of the police report for Robinson's death. The journalist says he obtained the police report through a source. Channel 9 does not have a copy of the report and it is not able to independently verify the text, so they don't have an actual copy of the report, but I guess they are confident that this is a copy of the actual police report that they received from their source. And again, it is saying that the police report cause of death differs from what the autopsy says. Now it goes on to say that, according to the reporter, the police report details what friends told doctors and police. So this could be one of the reasons that the police report differs from the autopsy as well, because they are going from what the friends told police as well as from what the doctor told police. But the friends were telling the doctor that it was alcohol poisoning. So it appears that the doctor probably had no idea that the young lady had been beaten up earlier in the day. So this report goes on to say the text provided by Metroplex claims friends told the responding doctor that Robinson was intoxicated and in need of an IV. So this is what the friends are telling the doctor. The report claims that Robinson's friends wanted her treated in their room, not at the hospital, despite responding doctor's advice. So despite the doctor saying that he thought she should be treated at the hospital, they did not want her to leave the room. They wanted her treated there in the room and not at the hospital, according to this. And it says that the police report claims when the doctor arrived, Robinson had a poor verbal response and died within 3 hours. So this is news as well, as that she died within 3 hours because according to the autopsy, they were thinking that she died within 15 minutes of the injury. So it goes on to say that the text provided by the reporter states the police report lists her death as cardiac arrest. So this is a determination that the police came up with after talking to her friends and talking to the doctor. They listed it as cardiac arrest, but apparently the friends, I'm thinking, did not tell the doctor about the physical altercation earlier. And I'm thinking that they probably did not tell the police about this as well. So this is what the police listed. But of course, the autopsy is the official report of the cause of death. They cannot go by the police report. That is usually the case, is my understanding. So it goes on to say that some details in the police report align with what Robinson's family says they were told by her friends after she died. But the police report shares a few things in common with the findings from the autopsy listed on the death certificate. The police report doesn't mention the severe spinal cord and neck injuries that the death certificate lists as Robinson's cause of death. It appears that this poor child was too unconscious for them to even determine what her cause of death was. So she had poor verbal response that she probably couldn't even tell them that what was wrong with her. And it is said that she was unconscious. So because according to the autopsy, she was found unconscious. So anyway, the death certificate doesn't mention alcohol. It states that she died within 15 minutes of her injury and that Robinson was found unconscious in her living room. But this is still just a sad situation that you would go on a vacation with a bunch of so-called friends, and then you get beat up while you're on vacation. You know, you pay for some of the trip, for some of the enjoyment, and this is the things that you get. It is just a sad story, but they seem to be trying to pursue some justice on her behalf now that her family is not going to let this rest, and now that a lot of people is picking this up, that a lot of people are talking about this, that a lot of people are questioning this, that they are going to try to seek justice. So hopefully there will be justice for Shanquella's family.